Okay, we're going to learn how to add a calendar to your Outlook calendar so you can reserve spaces. There's some calendars you may want to consider having. The SHS Media Center is when you reserve the main library space. The Chromebook cart, the projector, the screen, those are all available to you if you indicate it on your reservation. Westwig is the best lab to reserve if every student in your class needs to sit at a computer and print. The workspace used to be called the Media Center Lab, and now we have taken some of the computers away, so there's flat table areas to work at, but there's also printers available, so you'll want to reserve that space. And the reason why we're doing this video is that we're switching what used to be a Google Calendar to go reserve books is now going to be put on an Outlook calendar, and the name of the calendar is SHS Book Check In and Out. So let's learn how to do that. So here's my calendar. You can see this is my personal calendar. This is who's booked for the Media Center. There was no one in Westwig or no one in the workspace. So that's one reason why it's helpful to have these calendars open, because if this teacher has this space available, well, then you can reserve this one. So you need first thing we're going to do is add that book check-in and check-out, so that calendar shows up here too. So you come here to add calendar, you go from directory. It's helpful if you know the exact name of the calendar that you need to add. It makes searching the directory easier. So I'm looking for SHS book CHK in-out, and then click on search directory. There it is. And I want to open it, and now it will put it in side by side. And it does take a minute or two for any reservations that are on there to populate your calendar. So just be patient. It's not going to happen instantaneously. So now that I have my calendars open, I can see that I wanted to bring my students to the Media Center on Tuesday from 8 to 9 o'clock, and there looks like there's space available. So first you needed to look at the calendar, make sure it is available, otherwise it will get rejected. So I come here to New, I put in so that's period 1, Casanelli, and then needs Chromebook cart, or just maybe indicate what you're working on. If you are making a reservation on the book check-in and check-out, we ask that you put your class period, your teacher name, the title, the author, and the number of copies you need. So let's say from 8 to 9 o'clock is the time that I want the Media Center. So I'm going to come up here and add SHS Media Center. Now make sure that you're not picking one of these other ones. You want the actual Media Center invited to your meeting. Then if you want to add more information, that's fine, but then when you press send, it should automatically, like within a minute, you should get a reservation acceptance. There it is. This is an auto acceptance that happens from the calendar. Now the event shows up on my calendar, and it also shows up on the Media Center calendar too. So it would be the same way if you were scheduling a book checkout, you would just go New. You would put your period, teacher's name, title, author, number of copies, what time do you want to come. You don't need a full hour to check out books, maybe like 20 minutes. And then you would invite the SHS book check-in and check-out and send it to that calendar. So that is basically how you use the Outlook calendars and do book check-out, check-in, or also reserve any of the spaces that you would like to use in the library. Now, if you realize you're not going to use that space, would you please go delete it so that space becomes available for someone else? Because if there is someone else scheduled there, when they send the request, it will be rejected because somebody already has that reserved. Okay, best of luck. Let me know how it goes.